That day was forecast for rain.
その日、予報は雨だった。
That day was forecast for rain. It's forecast to be sunny tomorrow.
明日は晴れの予報です。
It's forecast to be sunny tomorrow. The weather forecast was right.
天気予報が当たった。
The weather forecast was right. The weather forecast was off today.
今日は天気予報が外れた。
The weather forecast was off today. He forecast that it would rain.
彼は雨になるだろうと予測した。
He forecast that it would rain. The weather forecast says it will be fine tomorrow.
天気予報では明日は晴れです。
The weather forecast says it will be fine tomorrow. As had been forecast, it began to rain in the afternoon.
予報通り午後は雨になった。
As had been forecast, it began to rain in the afternoon. Today's weather forecast proved right.
今日の天気予報は当たった。
Today's weather forecast proved right. They forecast it will be cloudy tomorrow.
予報では明日は曇りだ。
They forecast it will be cloudy tomorrow. It snowed as was forecast.
予報されていた通り雪が降った。
It snowed as was forecast. What's the weather forecast for tomorrow?
明日の天気はどうですか？
What's the weather forecast for tomorrow? According to the weather forecast, tomorrow will be snowy.
天気予報によれば明日は雪だ。
According to the weather forecast, tomorrow will be snowy. The weather is forecast scientifically.
天気は科学的に予報される。
The weather is forecast scientifically. Rain is forecast for this evening.
今夜の予報は雨である。
Rain is forecast for this evening. What's the forecast for tomorrow?
明日の天気予報はどうですか？
What's the forecast for tomorrow? The forecast in Japan is continuing heat.
日本では暑さが長く続く予報です。
The forecast in Japan is continuing heat. Your forecast never fails.
君の見込みは必ず当たる。
Your forecast never fails. My forecast always fails.
私の見込みはいつも外れる。
My forecast always fails. The weather forecast calls for clear skies until Monday.
月曜日まで晴れの見込みです。
The weather forecast calls for clear skies until Monday. We have revised down our consolidated performance forecast.
連結業績予想を下方修正しました。
We have revised down our consolidated performance forecast. We can't forecast how long the war will last.
戦争がいつまで続くか予想できない。
We can't forecast how long the war will last. The weather forecast didn't help us any.
天気予報は少しも私たちの役に立たなかった。
The weather forecast didn't help us any. The manager forecast a 20% decrease in profits.
その経営者は 20% の減益を予測した。
The manager forecast a 20% decrease in profits. The weather forecast proved accurate the next day.
翌日その天気予報は正しいと分かった。
The weather forecast proved accurate the next day. According to the weather forecast, the rainy season will set in before long.
天気予報によれば、間もなく梅雨に入るそうだ。
According to the weather forecast, The rainy season will set in before long. 4% inflation is forecast for this year's.
今年は 4% のインフレが予想されている。
4% inflation is forecast for this year's. The rain is forecasted to stop in the afternoon.
雨は午後には止む予報です。
The rain is forecasted to stop in the afternoon. Their forecast growth rates are certainly impressive.
その予測成長率は確かに素晴らしい。
Their forecast growth rates are certainly impressive. The 12-month ahead forecasts gave similar results.
12ヶ月先の予測も同様の結果となりました。
The 12-month ahead forecasts gave similar results. Some companies are upgrading their sales forecasts.
一部の企業では売上高予想を上方修正しています。
Some companies are upgrading their sales forecasts. This report may also contain forecast information.
このレポートには予測情報が含まれることもあります。
This report may also contain forecast information. Manual forecasting provide more accurate forecasts.
マニュアル予測ではより正確な予測が可能です。
Manual forecasting provide more accurate forecasts. It makes exact therapeutic outcomes impossible to forecast.
治療結果を予測することは不可能です。
It makes exact therapeutic outcomes impossible to forecast.